we are. And here we are. Good morning, all my soul-searching warriors. How are you all today in the land of Oz? It doesn't matter if you're in Australia or wherever you are on the planet. Thank you so much for being here. Okay? Yes, today I've got another T-shirt on. You know, I love my crazy T-shirts. I'm sort of like Sheldon Cooper, where my T-shirts reflect my moods. So today I'm wearing the USCSS Prometheus shirt. Now, if anybody knows the Prometheus, it is a movie starring Charlize Theron, and it was the prequel. I think it was a prequel to the movie Alien with Sigourney Weaver. So this is the shirt for the spaceship Prometheus. Okay. Yes, I like my weird T-shirts. Okay. Yay! I'm not the Batman today. I'm out of the cave and I'm now wearing my Prometheus shirt. So before I get into my 369, I've got 13 cards already pulled for those who have commented. Thank you so much. You're learning. If you want a card early, or if you can't be here when I'm live, please comment when I put when I upload this live, because I usually do it at least 12 hours previously. Some days it's only like an hour before, depending on my schedule, of course. But I do like getting it uploaded so you get that notification. She's going live at 9 a.m. Brisbane time on Sunday. So then at least then you can come and comment to see if you want a card. So I've already pulled out 13 cards, which is great. So for those new here today, I use my standard stack of tarot cards, okay, and I also have my little lovey-dovey cards. They're little love doves, guys. Every card starts with the word love, okay, love. So I've got about 30 of these cards that somebody gave me along the years. I know who it was, but I just don't share their name. Okay, so what's the news for today before I start pulling out all these cards for you guys? First thing that I want to tell you all is, isn't it amazing that we're now all starting to wake up to what is really going on out there? We are in this amazing opportunity where we are now being, I wouldn't call it diversive, okay, where we are separating and discriminating like the governments did 4 years ago. But what I'm finding now is that we're being selective. Yeah? We are being selective as to who we spend our time with. And I should rephrase that, time and energy with. Yeah? Because what I'm finding now is that there are a hell of a lot of weirdos out there. You know, I don't have to agree with what everybody does. You guys don't have to agree with what everybody else does to you either. But as long as we find that person or persons or places or things that make us feel good, okay? And that is where the universe this month is really taking us. I have already done up my December horoscope. Thank you to all those who gave me feedback last month, because I only did a short one last month because of time restrictions. But this month I do have the normal horoscope, and I'll probably upload that video later tonight. Yay! So you all get that around the 1st of December, wherever you live on the world. So some of my messages from that horoscope is that we are now coming into this time where it's all about us now. It's not about them. You know, when COVID was on and it was all about be careful, you don't want to infect your neighbours, don't go down the shopping because you may get other people sick. So they were trying to play this game with us, because it was a game, right? How we were causing other people to be sick. Now, this is what we call, oh my God, there is a word for this, okay? I can't remember what the word is. The government uses it, when they put blame on others to make them look like the baddies when they themselves are doing it. So what the government was virtually doing, so instead of coming out and just saying, we're the evil ones here, they made us the evil ones. If you want to go to the movies, go and get your shot. If you want to go to work, so you protect the others at work, go and have the shot. So they were making us out to be the bad guys. And now take that cape off, throw it in the fire, do your big release spells, because we are no longer living with that guilt of being blamed for what the government has done. Thank God for that. We are now in a time where we can say, hang on, I was doing the right thing, so stop trying to make out that I was the issue. Okay? So how great is it that we're now in this time, guys? And you wonder why I wear my Prometheus shirt, because aliens, I believe that they're out there. Okay? Now, let's go there first of all. Cloning. There's a lot of people out there who say these big celebrities have all been taken out and they've got a clone in their place. You know what? I don't believe that. She's not telling me that's right. Let's just go there. There is a lot of assumption, and I'm just going to say a name. It doesn't mean I believe with this, I don't agree with this. They say Tom Hanks is a clone, right? I don't believe it. But what I do believe, and now I'm not going to say Tom Hanks, so Tom Hanks can't sue me here because I'm taking him off the equation. Let's just say a politician, yeah? So now we can just imagine someone else other than Tom Hanks or Tom Cruise. Hello, because he's in that boat too, right? But at the end of the day, what if we've got a person who's pretty not nice? The aliens come in and become that person. You know, like in the Terminator 2 movie, where the T-1000 touches something and it becomes that person. So there's a scene where the Terminator says to John Connor, that's not your parents are dead, right? Could this be that there are aliens who are dressed up as these celebrities, politicians, you and me even, maybe? I'm not an alien. I've been called an alien over the years, and I'm not a lizard, okay? Nanu. But I'm not a lizard. But my eyes blink up and down. They don't blink left to right, okay? But what if these lizards are taking over people? It would surely then add some substance to the theory. That's why there's so much negativity now. Now, I don't say whether I'm a Democrat or a Republican, okay? I personally don't like any politician on the planet. But at the end of the day, what I'm noticing now, which is quite alarming for me, is that there is a lot of Democrats out there. Now, I'm not saying it's all of them, okay? But the majority are the Democrats now blaming the Republicans for their life being down the toilet. How does that work when the Democrats have been in for the last 4 years? So there's something weird going on, guys. But you and I, we're on a different boat. And that's the boat of Prometheus, okay? Let's go up into that alien stratospheric place. Now, I know it's not the stratosphere, it's above that. It's not the hemisphere, it's not the stratosphere, it's the one above that, okay? But if we go up there, I'm sure we're going to have the best lives ever. Can you imagine the parties if we all got together? Yes, bring a singing bowl, bring your fairy dust. My hands just don't do this little evil thing of what we could conjure if we were not affected by the energies of this planet. Oh my God, we could be dangerous together. I tell you. Okay, James Caesar. James Caesar, you, my darling, are lovely. Thank you so much for being my first comment for today. I'd love to send you my books, but guess what? I already have. So, James, hi, Linda. Thank you so much for the pre-live interactive commenting as I work weekends and wouldn't otherwise be able to participate at all. That's why I do this, guys. If you're unavailable at 9 a.m. Brisbane time, comment. That's why I put it up about at least 12 or 24 hours early so you can come in and within the first 15 minutes or so, you get your card read, okay? So, James Caesar, I do watch and love your videos. May I please have a card? And you know what? You got the really worst one of the deck. But it's actually not. Because again, it's coming upside down. Now, James, you did get the death card. Okay? But remember, it's the death of something so something else can start. Now, this is very important for you, darling man, because it is inverted. It's upside down. So it's not a bad card, okay? It's not a bad card because it's upside. It's not up that way. I got it that way. It's upside down. Okay, so it's the death card, but it was upside down. So when you look at the meaning, look at what it means when it's upside down, inverted. Okay. Alrighty. So it actually is a good card for you, James. Okay. Colin M. Hi, James, Linda, all. Well, Colin, may I have 2 fabulous cards? Well, I do have your cards already plucked out of the system. Now, guys, what I do want to say is I don't actually personally pick the cards. I shuffle, and I allow them, my angels, gods, her, whoever she is, okay, they throw the card out that I want for each person. Okay, well, it's not that I want it. It's you guys want it. I'm just the meat in the sandwich between them picking a card and you receiving the message. So, Colin, here we go. You got the Hermit card. Now, with the Hermit card, darling man, please remember, we are still in a time of going inward. How do we go forward unless we go inner and start thinking about who and what we are, where we want to go and start making goals and plans? Now, this is big this month because we've got Mercury in retrograde again. So weird things will happen for the next 2 weeks. So this could be a good chance for you, Colin, to just go on the inner and think about what it is that you want in your life. Now, the card that I got, the little lovey-dovey card, remember, every card starts with the word love. Love has courage in the face of adversity. Love has courage in the face of adversity. So what does this card represent to me? Is that this is when, even when we've got all these people saying, you got to do this, you got to do that. Oh my God. Here in Australia, they reckon we're going to have record numbers of COVID at Christmas again. Come on. Fear mongering at its best. Now, something that keeps coming into my mind, which, hello, when it comes into my mind like that, it's a message. We have what is called the Melbourne Cup here in Australia. It's down in Victoria and it's every November. I think it's the first Tuesday in November because I don't really follow it. But it's a national day where everybody bets on the horses that's going to run in this horse race. So at the Melbourne Cup a few years ago, back in 2021, you could only go to the event if you were vaccinated. Anyone who went in had to show their card to show that they were vaccinated. So guess what happened? It turned into a super spreader event where everybody got COVID. So there is actually a lot of theories out there. Oh my God. There's a lot of theories out there that are actually saying that the vaccinated ones are the ones spreading it. Now, I just I don't know if this is true or not. Okay. I don't want to be doing any misinformation, so please research it all yourself. However, I've just shared this thing yesterday on Facebook, and the guy says, now I'm going to read it to you because this is from a peer-reviewed medical journal. Okay. So let me go over onto my Facebook. If you do want to friend me on Facebook, here's me. I'm Lynda Ray. Okay, Lynda Ray is me on Facebook. Please send me a message on Messenger and tell me who you are, because I get 300 friend requests a day. So I've just shared this thing. Now it is from a medical journal. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I'm going to read you a little bit. Okay, because it's highlighted here in yellow. Okay, it's here in yellow. Don't know if you can see it on my screen, but it says controlled studies. So this is peer-reviewed stuff. Controlled studies published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences find that people who receive flu shots emit 630% more flu virus particles into the air compared to non-vaccinated people. In other words, flu vaccinations spread the flu. It's here on my Facebook. Okay? It's there on my Facebook. And then he talks about vitamin D. Now, isn't it funny how they didn't want us outside during lockdowns? Because vitamin D, if you have doses of vitamin D, it actually prevents you getting colds and flus. So isn't that funny how they wanted us to stay away from the sun for years? So everyone got the flu, which in my own personal opinion was what they called COVID. You can't make this stuff up. You really can't make this stuff up. I knew all this was coming 23 years ago when I died. So isn't that funny that we're now in a time where this is all now coming out, guys? Okay, so that all started with Colin asking for a card. So, Josie Science. Okay, let me just see where I am with my cards here. Yep, Josie, I've got your cards here, darling girl. You got the Ten of Swords, Jojo. Please go and research what the Ten of Swords represents to you. Okay, and also to make you feel a little bit special, I also got you a little lovey-dovey card. Love would do small acts of kindness. Now, why is this so important right now, guys? Why is it that we have to now do these little random acts of kindness? Because the more we do that's good, we are emitting out of us this energy. Now, I've just shown you a medical peer-reviewed paper that says that the people who have the flu shots are the ones spreading the flu virus to other people. This is what we call shedding, okay? In my own personal opinion, again. So YouTube doesn't tell me that I've got some sort of community strike. So it's my personal opinion, okay? But it's the same when we do these little random acts of kindness to other people, is that we are creating this energy that leaves our personal body and it emits out into the ether, and it does attach to other people out there, okay? How amazing is it when we do random acts of kindness? I love doing random acts of kindness. I try my best to at least do a few every single day. Now, just to let you know, on Saturday, yesterday morning, wow, so much has happened since yesterday morning. I had a big day yesterday. But what happened yesterday morning is my building had a fire evacuation drill. We all had to go downstairs. Now, the funniest thing is I'm in a high-rise apartment building and it was raining. So when we go down, I'm there with a couple of other of my neighbours. I'm hugging them, saying, hello, how are you? Because there's a random act of kindness just by hugging somebody, right? So I'm going down the stairwell. We go outside and it's pouring with rain. Now, if this was a real drill, we should have had to stand in that rain for 15 minutes. But the lady said, oh, let's all go down into the basement. Do you see how funny that was? The building's on fire. It could all just collapse like 9/11. And, oh, let's all meet in the basement. Oh, my God. But that's not the reason why I'm here, because I'm here for reasons. So as this lady starts talking and she says, oh, well, we've got the fire sprinklers and this, I interrupted her. I was the only one. And I said, darling, I don't know if you know, but those neighbours over behind you, they're deaf. They can't hear you. And she went, oh. So she turned around because they were behind her. They were just like, da, 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 because they're deaf. Oh, my God. But I was the only one who did it. So when I say to the universe, come on, God, why am I here? Please give me a reason why I'm in this building. Yesterday I got one. Little random act of kindness to involve those deaf pair, the couple, because they're lovely. Okay, they're lovely. And they've got a little dog. And I came upstairs. I'm so allergic to dogs. I came up, I had hives all up my arm. I was scratching. I had to go and have a shower. But you know what? I will hug a dog any day knowing I'm going to get the hives. And I need to take the antihistamines and lie down for an hour. My whole chest was red because of those holding the dog. But I'll do it anytime because I love animals so much. So when we ask ourselves, why are we here? You usually do get a message. So it's being open to receiving those messages, guys. I got it loud and clear yesterday because I was the only one who helped those poor people get involved with yesterday and get their names on the form to say that we were there in the basement during a fire drill. You can't make this stuff up in the basement. Anyway, so Jojo, happy Thanksgiving to whoever's from America. Okay, I hope that you all had a fantastic time being thankful for who you are, being thankful for what you have, and most of all, being thankful for what you can do for others. Yes, because I had that opportunity yesterday and I came upstairs. My daughter was with me and it was like, oh, I feel so good, but I actually said to my daughter, should have I got involved? Nobody else said anything. So of course I had to, because that's the person I am. Okay, so here we go. Our next card is now for Future Minds. Yes! Thank you for being patient. Can I have a card? You got the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, Future Minds. Wow. Please go research what this card represents to you. Do a Google. What does the Queen of Pentacles mean in tarot? Okay, so there is your card, Future Mind. Okay, Josie Science, you got one. You got your two cards, so thank you so much. Caitlin, may I have a card? Sure you can. You've got the beautiful, I love this card. It's the Nine of Pentacles. Caitlin, so here you go. You got the Nine of Pentacles. I'll put it up there so you can read it, so you can write it down. Look at her. This card reminds me of Princess Fiona in the movie Shrek. You know, when she's slept in the cave, she wakes up, Shrek and Donkey are asleep, and she thinks, I'm going to do a nice thing for them and I'll make breakfast. So she goes down and she finds the eggs. Remember that scene where the bird blows up and she's singing, la, 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 and the bird blows up. And then the next scene is them eating the eggs. Oh, my God. But yeah, this reminds me of that. Just that innocent feeling of being a good person. That's what I get from the Nine of Pentacles. So please go and find out what that one does mean for you, Caitlin. Okay? All right, so the Hammer Bammers. Yay, you can't wait. Well, I got to you, the Hammer Bammers, and I got you a card. You got... Oh, well, hang on. One just fell off my pile, so I've got to put this back in order. Okay, that one goes there. Okay, Hammer Bammers. Serious card. You got Major Arcana, and it's number 6, which is the Justice card. So with this one, Hammer Bammers, please research what does the Justice card represent to you, okay? Because this one is a doozy. It could mean justice coming for you, or others getting justice for what you've done. I hope it's not that way around, but generally this time of year, I've just done this month's horoscope, December's horoscope. I'll be doing it. I've done the PowerPoint presentation, so I'm going to be doing the video probably later tonight to upload it, so everyone gets it around the 1st or the 2nd of December. But this time it's a good month where we do get a lot of compensation coming back to us. So there you go, Hammer Bammers. What a good card for you. Oh, I'm impressed with that one, I tell you. Okay, so now we're going into James Holland. Yes, I write down names with the cards just in case they fall out of order. So James Holland, g'day, Linny. I used to get called Linny as a kid. It's all good. I love it. May I have my usual 2 cards? Yes, I've got 2 cards. Is everyone looking forward to E.T. making himself known next week? Now, isn't this funny? Because here I am today in my Prometheus shirt. James, you and me are on sync today talking about the aliens. Okay? This is going to be really interesting week that is coming if you know what James Holland is talking about. Okay, I believe that we do have lizards right now walking amongst us. Okay, you can't tell me Hillary Clinton is a normal person. You know, there's something really not right with that woman. But at the end of the day, if there's bad aliens walking amongst us, I believe that there's good ones out there too. Yes, bring them on, bring them on. Yeah, let's just all be the cheerleaders. Bring them on, bring them on. And we're doing our little fluffy things, you know, that cheerleaders hold, the little fluffy things. Bring it on, bring it on. The whole world, bring it on. Okay. So, yes, James Holland. Well, I suppose you want your cards too, don't you? James Holland, I got you. Now, this is you, James. You got the Page of Pentacles. How cool is this one? So please go and research what the Page of Pentacles represents for you. And I don't know why. Oh, I just dropped that card. There it goes. My camera today is just a little bit unfocused, but there it is, Page of Pentacles. Okay. And the other card you got, Love would plant a garden of flowers. So what does this one represent to you? Because I can tell you what it represents to me. Love would plant a garden of flowers, because when we're planting, that's when we have hope. That's when we believe and we trust that something good is going to come. Doesn't matter what the flowers are like. They could be roses, tulips, daisies, or a weed. The fact is we are nurturing and growing to create something that we want. That's what this card is all about. So please think about what you're going to plant in your garden. Please, James. Okay. Love it. Vicky Light, hello, Dr. Lynda and everyone. Love you too, Vicky Light. That's why I've pulled your card. Okay, and your card, oh my God. Let me have a drink of water for this one. Okay. You know, in the tarot, there's a couple of really good cards. And then there's this little order. Which cards out of the good cards always go to the front? Obviously, we've got the aces, we've got the Wheel of Fortune card, we've got the World card, we've got the Sun card. There's all these cards that represent really good things coming, right? But out of them all, there is one card that I believe is the best of the lot. So I'll tell you what comes second in my view. The second card I love is the Wheel of Fortune card, because the Wheel of Fortune card is like that spinning wheel. You put on all the choices that you want, and then you flip that wheel, but you only get one answer. Flip, flip, as it rings, you spin the wheel and it goes tuk, 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 and it stops on only one choice. But when we get the number one card, which I've got for you, Vicky Light, anything is possible, because you got the World. And with the World card, this is where you don't just get one option, you could get all of them. Be careful what you wish for, Vicky Light. This is not a time to be thinking how sick you are, how sick other people are, how much money you don't have, how many bills you've got. This is a time to really put out all your wants, all your desires, not just for you, but for everybody else around you. The more you think positive at this point, the more the world is going to grant your wishes. Look it up. She's standing on the golden gate of every possibility. So please, Vicky Light, be careful with what you wish for this week. Okay? Damn, I wish I had that card for everybody. Damn, I wish I had that for everybody. Oh, well, my next one is Next Level Soul. May I have a card, please, Lynda? Thank you. Of course you can. I've already got it. Yours is the Knight of Swords. Okay? Please go research what this one means to you, because I hope and pray it won't be as good as the World card. Sorry, you're coming second after the World card. But you know what? I want to make you feel special too, darling. Next Level Soul Rising. So how about we look up the Knight of Swords? Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords. Okay, it is swift moving energy. Things are going to happen fast for you, Next Level Soul. So still, again, like the world, think about all your wishes and desires, and it's going to happen really quick. So, guys, as I just pause here, if you do want a private reading from me, okay, please go to the link below and get a private reading from me. I have heaps of spots available this week. If you do, basically I just ask for a contribution through PayPal, because I don't charge a set amount. Here comes my link, okay? If you go in there, there's also a link to all my books. I've got 4 if you want my books. I usually give them away for free, okay? So think about it. If you want my 4 books, make a contribution through PayPal, and I usually send you a Zoom link so we can have a chat as well. How good is that? It is Christmas month. Yay! I like doing random acts of kindness for people. So if anybody does book a reading with me over the next few weeks, guess what? You also get all my books as a thank you. Now, my books individually are about $20 each. Well, the big one's about $60. So all up, you're getting about 60 and 50. No, 60 and 60, it's about $120 worth of books for free if you organise a reading through me this month. So just letting you know, I will give everybody my books for free, okay? So there's my happy days for you guys this month, okay? Alrighty, so we've done Next Level Soul. We are now up to Rajput Sisters. Hello, Lynda. How are you, sweetie? I'm fine. I had a really big day yesterday. It was a massive day yesterday. Didn't get home until about 10 o'clock last night. Then I decided to put on a movie. Me and my daughter ended up watching... What did we watch? Oh, my God. I can't even remember the movie that we watched last night. I know that I've seen it before, so it was just one of those romantic Hallmark movies. But it went until about 11:30, quarter to 12, so I didn't get to sleep until about 1 or I think I saw 1:45. So it would have been about 2 o'clock this morning I went to sleep. But you know what? It was a really long, busy day for me, which was great for a change. So thank you so much for asking how I am. Okay. Because, yeah, we need this every now and again to go and have really busy, busy days. So got me out of the house. I was out of the house most of the day as well. Yay. And it was raining. You know, I was coming home with my daughter last night. My car's still not the new transmission I got is worse. I say openly, it's worse than the one I had. So when you take off, when you're at a red light and I put my accelerator down, the car does this like this. And then as I go up a hill, it misses a gear. So, oh my God. Yes, I've spoken to I actually had it fixed through Ford because it's a Ford car. And they've virtually said, oh, there's nothing you can do about it because the transmissions are awful. Oh my God, it's just so fun in the sun what we go through. So yes, last night coming home in the rain, I don't like driving at night and I don't like driving in the rain. So last night it was both. Yeah, but it was all good. It was all good. Okay, so Rajput sisters, thank you for asking how I was. How are you? Pity that we can't talk. Oh, let's go there. Guess what I am doing for Christmas, guys? On Christmas Day, 25th of December, because I'm thinking the 24th because it's 24th in America, I'm going to do, roll your thumbs up, press the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to do free Zoom calls where I'm going to do a video. I'm going to set up probably 2 or 3 for people's availabilities. People in Europe have different time zones to here in Australia to America, right? So I'm probably going to do 3 during the day and night for my Europe friends or people in America that don't go to bed. Free Zoom where you come in, click the link, join the Zoom, and we all talk. I'm alone at Christmas. I've got nowhere better to go than rather to sit at home. So join my Zoom call and I'll tell you how great you are. I'll tell you how perfectly aligned you are to be exactly where you are right now in this world. We're going to do some raise your vibration exercises. I'll probably give everyone who enters, I'll give them free copies of my books. And I'm just going to say it right here. There are other goodies coming. So that's Christmas Day. If you don't have anywhere to go, if you've got no one to do it with, like me, I'm usually alone on Christmas Day and I love it because that's usually my contemplation day. But this year, she's telling me, get onto Zoom, give out the Zoom link so anyone can join. You know, if I say it's going to be for an hour, some people will come in half an hour later. So it doesn't matter. I'll still be here. I'll just let you in because that's how Zoom works. But we're going to have an amazing chat. Okay. I've already thought about doing some psychic games and other stuff to make us all feel good. So if you do feel a little bit lonely on Christmas, you know, a lot of people do get upset. You know, life's not going the way you wanted it to or whatever. Please never feel that you're alone because I'm going to be there for you this year. So please come on and allow me to make you feel amazing. Okay. So where am I up to on my cards? Rajput sisters. I've already got it for you. Some years ago, while praying, I experienced and saw a white, sharp energy traveling through my spine from the bottom towards the head. What was that? Can you tell? Yes, you were connecting to your higher self. This is the white energy that we all have around us, but we don't see it or feel it because we're too consumed with this three-dimensional planet that we live on. So how amazing, Rajput sisters, is it that you've experienced that? Now that you know it's not a bad thing, it's actually really good, okay? When you meditate, imagine that white light coming back and asking for it and giving it consent to appear again. And then don't be scared when it comes on. But when it's on, that's when you can ask all your good questions. Do you see me getting that? Well, you don't actually have to say, do you see me getting that job? Because it's when we're talking to ourselves. So this is where we say, I am getting that good job. I am getting that guy or girl. I am getting that good house. I am winning the lotto. I am getting out of my mother's basement and getting my own car, or whatever it is that you want. But when you enter that white light, remember, what you say is what you generally get. So be careful with what you are saying. Now, isn't it surprising? Because I'm sitting there listening to your name, Rajput Sisters, and I was doing my shuffle with my cards. All right, here's my cards. And guess what flew out of the deck? Ha! Ironic that you're talking about the ray of light, because I got the sun card. Rajput Sisters, you are amazing. Go and research what the sun means, okay? Because it is a one of, you remember just before when I was talking about all the good cards in the deck, Wheel of Fortune, the World, this is one of them that's in that deck, okay, in that stratosphere of good cards of the tarot. So the sun is, in Annie, the sun will come out tomorrow. Come on, I've got to sing. It won't be a Sunday live unless I sing a song. Oh, let me do my singing bowl. Yeah, get the energy going. Hang on, we're going to be doing that on Christmas Day. So if you, oh yeah, Christmas Day is going to be great. Okay, so here we go. The Dutch Recyclist. Hello, good evening from Holland. Excited for the new month, so am I, because we are going into Mercury retrograde. However, it's only going to last for not long, thank God. So around the 15th of December, it is going to start getting a little bit better for a lot of people. Yay! Excited for the new month every day, really, but even more now. Can I have a card, please? Thank you, Linda. And I thank you for saying thank you, because you got the Two of Wands, the Dutch Recyclist. Please go and look at what this card represents. I look at this card as the Wizard of Oz. You're walking down the road, you come to that fork. But remember, both paths lead to the same place. Okay? Both paths do end up at the same place. So when you make your life choices, just remember, we always end up on the right path ultimately. So go research that one, please, Dutch Recyclist. Oh, and good afternoon, evening to everybody, of course. Nanu. Colin, James, what are you talking about next week? Yes, okay, it will be interesting what is going to be happening next week with the aliens. Nanu. I do this thing, guys. I go outside at night. I just look into the sky. I close my eyes and I just think of that song, Calling Occupants of Interplanetary Craft. Because when I do that, I am not having any negative emotions. I fill myself with the love and wonderment of the universe. And I fill myself with that white, loving energy. And then I say to myself, we mean you no harm. And I hum, because when we hum, we're creating this vibration that comes out of us. They feel it. They're telepathic. And guess what? The amount of times I see something coming in. You might see one of those power-ups where it's just this white in the sky. That's them powering up their craft. I've seen heaps of UFOs around my traps, okay? So if you seriously want to connect with God, the aliens, well, is aliens gods? Hello. Here we go down there. What was his name? Ustinov's books, okay? If you go down that avenue, Chariots of Fire and all that sort of stuff, well, guess what? I believe that these are extra intelligent, etherical beings that are so far advanced and intelligent to us. Of course, there's some nasty ones, but if we call in the good and righteous ones by we're emitting this good and loving energy, so we're attracting boom, 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 boom out of us like a little radar, and we spread that into the universe. We say, come on down. I just want to see you for my own ego. Be honest, because they know our thoughts. They're telepathic, right? Be honest. So I sit there and I say, you know what? It is my ego that wants to see you, but damn, how good would it be if I saw you? They usually just give us this little, just to let us know, to have that confirmation that they're real. Try it out yourself, okay? Drones technically don't change speed, direction, or their light formulation like UFOs do. Drones can change their colors, and they can also change the density of the colors. So they can do like a power-up event too, but not like UFOs do. You're going to know the difference when you see a UFO to a drone, okay? All right, so Colin M, I hope that gives you a little bit of insight. Willow T, good evening from Mississippi. I have spoken to so many people this week from Mississippi. This is so crazy. It's almost like the lights turned on in Mississippi and they all said, oh my God, we've got to contact Lynda now. Oh my God, I'm loving it. It is so good when I get these synchronicities, okay? May I have a card, please? And I love how you say, may I please have a card? So you got the 7 of Cups, Willow T, okay? Please go and read. I haven't even researched one yet. I've got the book here. Let's do it for you, Willow. 7 of Cups. What's the 7 of Cups? Where's the 7 of Cups? Do, 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 do. 7. We're looking for the 7. Oh, here it is. 7 of Cups. So I've got it here, the 7 of Cups. Okay. The 7 of Cups symbolizes a situation where you feel many choices are possible. You may feel overwhelmed as your imagination runs away with you. Geez, I hope this is how many parties you've got to go to in the next few weeks. Wouldn't that be fun if that was your only dilemma? The difficulty lies in actually making a decision. So whenever we have decisions to make, especially with the 7 of Cups, because we've got all these different options, look, every one of them's got a prize, all right? Every cup's got a prize in it. So this, again, is like that Wheel of Fortune where you just spin the wheel and tick, 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 which one are you going to land on, right? But at the end of the day, write down the pros and cons for every decision that you ever have to make. If the pros outweigh the cons, which I hope they do, go on to the next choice, and then you compare all those pros together. Look at all the cons and say, wow, if I go that way, this is going to happen. If I go that way, that's going to happen. So which devil is the worst one that you want to go down the avenue with? Okay. Oh, my gosh, but I hope it all sorts out for you, Willow. I love it. Okay. Love you for being here. Thank you so much. Okay, Shamila Javad. She says, hello, Lynda. Good morning. I am new here. Hello, I'm new here too, some weeks. No. Okay, Lynda, I have lost my necklace some time ago. Can you tell me how can we find our lost belongings? It was a gold necklace and I really want to find it. Now, I am going to teach us this, guys. So before I do that, I've pulled the card for you, Shamila Javed. I got the 4 of Wands. So please write that down first. 4 of Wands. I love the rabbits, by the way. I always look for the animals in my cards. Look, and there's even something up in the tree. Oh, it's a dragonfly. There's a dragonfly in the corner. Oh my God. Rabbits and dragonflies. So please go and look at what the 4 of Wands represents for you. Okay. Now, how do we find lost things? I'm going to be honest with you. It's the same way that we connect with our loved ones who have passed over. So if you read my book, Ghosts Explained, I think it's in there, I talk about how do we connect with spirits and ghosts. And it's the same with our jewelry. Now, I've got this ruby ring. This is my ruby ring, guys. Okay, let me just show you this guy because this is my ruby ring. Okay, so you can see all the facets on it. I love this ring. Okay, but if I lost this, I'd be crushed. Okay, so how do we find something that we've lost? It's almost like the same with our loved ones, our loved pets. So what we have to do is to create what is called an emotional connection. Okay, with my grandmother, I was thinking about her hair because I used to brush her hair. I've still got one of her brushes with her hair still in it. How creepy is that? She died in 2003. But I've still got her hairbrush with her hair in it. Now, the reason why I kept that is because I've now got that physical connection to where her energetic being is. Okay? So when it's a person, we think about something that they used to do and mannerism. If they used to cook, imagine what they used to cook. If they used to sew, imagine the sewing machine noise. If you, like me, I used to brush my grandmother's hair and I hear the brush going through her hair. It was like, because she had thick grey hair. So we imagine it and we recreate it now to get that emotional connection to where they are. And that's how we find out where they're located. So how do we find jewelry especially? We think about when we wore it. So if it's my, I'm just going to take my ring off, okay? So I think about it being on my finger. And I think about my ring and I think, so see what I'm doing now? I'm rubbing where my ring was. Because now I'm getting a connection to where it was on me. So if it was a necklace, if it was a high necklace, rub your neck. If it was a low necklace, rub lower. So where it was touching you. Because energy does leave what's called residual energy on things. You know, when you do, like I work with the police, okay? I touch my book. Okay, I'm doing this to leave my fingerprint on there. So my fingerprint is still on this book for days. And that's how it works. So now we've got that scientific proof that this works. Think of fingerprints, okay? Police come in 2 days later and they do their latents and they get their fingerprint impressions, right? Impression, because it's now residual that's left there from the person. And I hope that this makes sense to you. I wasn't with the police for 10 years and didn't learn some stuff, right? So here we go. When we're connecting to our jewelry, even a lost dog that's out there that's still alive, okay? When we want to find anything that we've lost, we think about it. We think about how we felt when we wore it. My ring, I want my ring. So now I'm visualizing my ring with the ruby in the center, surrounded by the silver. And I think about how it felt on my finger. So now I've got that connection. That's number one. Number one, if you want to write this down, is connection. Number two is now where we go into our theta consciousness, where we, you know, just before we go to sleep, we start dreaming. This is how we're going to do what's called remote viewing. Man, am I going to teach you some stuff today? So I hope that you're writing this down because it's all free information. And if you do want to support my channel when I teach all this stuff, if you just say, wow, Lynda's on the right ball here, I don't do super chats, I don't do member only videos. Everything I do is on my videos for free. Okay? Free. Please click my PayPal link. Okay? I am here for free. However, it would be nice if someone said, wow, she deserves a cup of coffee. I'll send her a couple of bucks like a super chat. I don't do super chats because YouTube takes over 30% of what you give me. So if you give me, say, $10, YouTube, you know that really rich billionaire? You're just handed him $3.30 of your $10. Why would you want to do that for? Okay, so PayPal only takes very small fees, so I prefer PayPal, okay? And it's also guaranteed, so you know it's going to come to me and I'm going to get it. So, end of the day, how do we do this? 1, connect. 2, go into our theta consciousness, okay? Maybe I should do a video about this week. So 1 is connect, 2 is our theta consciousness, okay? And then we visualize where it is. Now, how do we do that? We become the item. So we see and feel and hear where it is. Okay? So let's do it now. We've got it live here. Shamela Javed is asking about her necklace that she lost a long time ago. I'm going to put my ring back so I don't get connected to it instead. So when I think about Shamela Javed, with the energy I'm getting through here, with just her name and her words or his words written on my YouTube, I'm now thinking about a necklace. And the good thing is that they said it was a gold necklace. So now I'm imagining I've connected because I'm looking at her comments. I now do this theta consciousness. And I'm visualizing this necklace. It's a gold necklace. And I think where, how, when, what does it feel like? Where is it? And I become the necklace. I become the necklace. Okay? You become the necklace. So, where am I seeing this? I'm actually seeing it's with somebody else. Someone else has got it. It's not in a bin. It's not in landfill. I believe someone else has got it because I'm seeing that it's in the open and it's almost like it's around somebody else's neck, if that makes sense. Okay? So they may have it as a trophy in a drawer, but somebody else owns it now. So you may have lost it and someone picked it up and they said, wow, I've just been walking down the street and I found a necklace. So instead of putting out posters and stuff saying, hey, did you lose a necklace here last week? They've just decided to keep it. So it may not be a theft. It may be just a lost and found scenario. But Shamila, your necklace is gone. Okay? Okay. Unfortunately, I'm seeing that's gone. Okay. So now we go into James Cole. Good morning, Lynda. Can you tell me what I'm going to have for breakfast next Tuesday? Oh, my goodness. That said, can I too have a card, please? And cheers, my dear. Okay. James Cole. Okay. You know, I'm actually seeing something hot. What does that mean? Do you eat your porridge, your oats? Or is it toast? Egg on toast or something like that you're going to have? I don't know. If I was really good at saying what someone specifically going to say, what am I having for breakfast next Tuesday? Because that's free will. That's your decision on the day out of all your options in your pantry, right? But at the end of the day, if I was good at doing that, I would have got last week's lotto numbers, which was $100 million. Well, I did get a prize out of it, $12.10. So technically, I did win the lotto, $12.10 I made. Yes. I don't invest much in lotto because I believe if it's going to come up, it's just going to come up whether you just put in one number, right? So, James, my darling, oh, you jest me, I tell you. Yes, it's your free will what you eat next Tuesday, but I am seeing something hot for you. Cold weather. Now my arms just got cold. So let's pull you out a card. La da 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 da. James, I'm talking about James. Yes, James cards, please. Okay. Oh, there it goes. Oh, James. Now, here's my cards. Here's the one that just got flicked. We're going Major Arcana. It's not a good one, but it actually is a good one because this shows us what we have to do. You got the Devil. Now, the Devil is when we are torn within our own decisions. Remember, we create our own reality, which is what the devil represents. So, when we say, I really shouldn't eat that cheesecake because I'm on a diet, you're going to eat the cheesecake because I know me and I would eat the cheesecake too because I do. I love cheesecake. American baked cheesecake's my favourite with blueberries on the top. Anyway, see, visualize it. So this is where, James, you've got to start getting self-disciplined, okay? Start looking at what you promised to do, and then you just think, yeah, this one time won't hurt, okay? If you truly want to make a difference, start making those differences. That's what that card's saying, James, okay? It's that, yeah, so I hope I've answered what you're going to have for Tuesday breakfast next week because that ultimately is your decision. I could tell you that you're going to have toasted eggs, but next week you say, stuff that psychic. I'm not going to do that. I want Fruit Loops. I want Cocoa Pops. Cocoa Pops, by the way, are my favourite cereal as well. Oh my God, no wonder I said it. Okay, it's that Aussie chick, Nanu. Welcome to Australia. I love it when I get my Aussie people. It's that Aussie chick. Hello, I know she's in Australia. Okay. Oh my gosh. What's the weather like there for you guys at this point? Because here in Brisbane, we're getting hammered. I've been watching the rain it's not normal rain. It really is not. You can't say that we're going through normal rain scenarios. And I'm pretty sure right now Victoria's got its own little cyclone. Well, it's not little because that's why we're getting wet. Yeah, so weather manipulation, I believe in my own personal opinion that it's real. Drives me nuts. Got a card. It just flipped. Ooh! Now, it's that Aussie chick. I love this card for you because you got the King of Pentacles. Again, Pentacles are running supreme. Okay? Pentacles are running supreme again. Pentacles are good because they're our Earth cards, guys. Earth. I believe... Now, here's something with perspective. I believe that the Earth, Mother Nature, the Queen of the Hill, I believe she's not happy with what we're doing. Harp, drilling, those huge mega steel wind turbines, which is now affecting our energy, which is causing disruptions in the magnetic, or should I say electromagnetic forces around the planet. All this geoengineering of the sky, the Earth is not happy. She's going to retaliate. And it's not nice when the earth speaks back, you know? But these egotistic, I know, I'm going to say it anyway. Did you hear what just happened then? I had two words that I was just going to say, and I'll tell you what I was going to say: the egotistical twats. But as I started saying it, I just got this big punch in my back because she punches me in the back. So I actually came out as egotistical because she punched me in the back. I actually feel it. So it's like someone standing there saying, "Don't say that, Linda. You can't call them twats." But they are. So I call 1111, and these people that are doing this to the planet are twats. If you know what twats are, my UK viewers will know what a twat is. Okay? What is a twat? TWAT is how you spell it. So I'll spell it again. TWAT. Twat. Not O, it's an A. If you want to go on Google, what is a twat? Oh my goodness. Alrighty. Here we go. Barry, hi Linda, hope you're well. And hi to everyone. Oh, Barry, you're gorgeous, darling. I am going to pull you a card. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Come on, Barry. Where are your cards? Hello. Do you have a card for Barry? Okay, I've got you one. Knight of Cups. You know the old movie, Life of Brian, or whoever it was, by Monty, what were they? Monty Python? The coconuts. Whenever I see this card, I always think of the coconuts. Knight of Cups. Here you are, Barry. Knight of Cups is your card. Please go research what that one means for you, okay? Knight of Cups. Wow, cups are always good. I like cups because things fill up the cup. Okay, I love your little photo too. Okay, the Abacus 30. Hi, Linda. May I get a card? I'm already shuffling for you. The Abacus 30. Hello. Thank you all so much for being here. My name is Dr. Lynda Cramer. I've been a psychic medium since my birth. I died in 2001, 14 minutes or over, clinically dead. I really have to say the over part because in my medical journals, I got all my medical forms, they said that it was 14 minutes from the time my ex-husband rang 911 until the first paramedic arrived to confirm it. So there's what they call the 14 minutes verified. So I believe it was longer than that because my ex-partner found me already blue. So I know that from working with forensics. You don't go blue straight away as soon as you hold your breath and it's like you start going blue. It takes minutes to go totally blue. Anything up to like 10, 20 minutes until someone's like totally blue. So how long was I technically dead? Yeah, anybody's question. I think I've just had this card. The Abacus 30, Page of Pentacles, another Pentacles. Please go research what this one means for you, the Abacus 30, Page of Pentacles. Okay, please go find your own special meaning there. All right. Okay, P. Williams. Hi, Linda from Pennsylvania. Love you. Thank you so much for being here. I love my Pennsylvania people. You know, you guys up there are awesome. You know, one thing about Pennsylvania, which I really love, is your architecture of your houses because it snows. Here in Australia, we build boxes, and I mean they are boxes. They're square roof boxes. Sorry. But I love your designs of houses in Pennsylvania. I wish I could live there and just be in one of your little princess palace houses that you have. Wow. Anyway, can you please tell me if my younger brother, Martin, that passed away is okay? I miss him so much. Martin. Well, first of all, Dale, I did just get a little pop, which is great. He's not so much coming through, but that's okay. But I know that he's in heaven. Oh my God. I can't tell you how good this is that he's gone to heaven. So if you want, click in my channel. I've got a thing there called playlists. I've got one there called Heaven Information. It's all the information that I got when I died. Why are there chairs in heaven? What's the music like in heaven? How do we feel in heaven? Do we see our ex-partners in heaven? Okay. So what I suggest is that you go and start watching some of my videos. They're all free if you want. Okay. So I've actually got a card, but it actually was 2 cards. Okay. And it's come out as 2. It came out as 1, but it's 2. It was flipped. So P. Williams, I'm going to take both of these cards because I'm getting told by her that you need to hear both of them. So the first one is the Lovers, which I hope that you realize that's the relationship between you and your brother. Okay. This is and look, even it looks like a younger male with a female. So there's your Lovers, which is you and your brother. But wait, it's more, because here is your brother. And it's the 9 of Wands, where his life is spent, but it wasn't over. The 9 of Wands is not surrender. It is acknowledgement of what is still to come. So this shows you that you obviously still love your brother because of the 9 of the Lovers card. But please know he is extremely well and good, okay? Please listen to my testimonies. If you Google my name, I've got, well, how many millions am I up to now? You know, when I got that notification from YouTube and it said, congratulations, your name has been mentioned in 50 million views on YouTube. I wish I took a screenshot of that. I actually pressed the X and I thought, oh yeah, I'm going to find that notification again. It went. I haven't got it. But that was now about 4-6 months ago that I got that. So if I was up to 50 million views, I reckon now I'd have to be at least 55 or 60 million views, because I know that people do watch my videos and my interviews. I've actually just done another interview this week. Let me just plug them. Mystic Light on YouTube. And I think it's in 2 weeks. I'm doing AJ Parr, spiritual journalist. I've already got him booked in. And then I've also got another one booked in as well. So I do interviews quite a lot as well. Every few weeks I do 1 or 2 videos for other people's channels. So there you go. So your brother Martin, he is fine. I hope that those 2 cards make sense for you, P. Williams. Okay. Jennifer Montague, hi love, may I please have a card drawn for this week? You are the best, thank you. Well, I got your card, Jennifer Montague. This is you. Please go and research Queen of Cups. Jennifer Montague, there you are. Oh my God, what a beautiful card I got for you. Oh my God, Jennifer Montague. Chrissa Nicolau, hello. May I have a card, please? Yes, you can. Okay. Chrissa, hello. I know, love you. All right. Yep. Oh, God, look, it just flipped over in the deck. And look, I've got to show you. It actually did just flip over in the deck. 2 of Wands. Chrissa Nicolau. Okay, the 2 of Wands. Now, we've had this one before, 2 today. Wizard of Oz card. You're going down a path, you come to a fork, but just remember, all roads lead to the same place. That's the message that I get with that card. Okay. All right, so now I'm just going to connect to my cards again. Yes, thank you. Yes, I kiss my cards. Because I'm just an idiot. Oh, my God. Okay. Peter. Hello, Linda. Nanu to you, Peter. How is your lovely place in the woods going at this point? It's weird what's happening in Australia. For those who don't know, last week, our lovely communist Prime Minister tried to enforce a new bill called the Misinformation Bill. What this would do if it was enforced, when I say things like, in my own personal opinion, I think it's going to rain today. That's called misinformation because I'm not trusting the Bureau of Meteorology. So I can get a community warning and get taken off social media for having a personal information that goes against the grain of what the government wants to tell us. Now, remember 4 years ago with what the government was trying to tell us? And now we're all finding out it was all wrong? So who is the one that's going to ultimately be spreading the misinformation if that misinformation bill got through? How scary would that be? But I'll tell you what's even more scary than being shut up in the mouth is the bill that did just pass, and it's the one that stops under 16s using social media. We now ban under 16-year-olds from using social media. Why is this bad? Is because only 2 months ago, Australia passed the Digital ID Bill, whereby everybody's identification is now online trackable, which is a huge, big warning sign for me. Warning, Will Robinson, don't do it. This is why I was at Social Security for 3 days last week, because my daughter is now 18. She needs all her government accesses for university next year. And the only way to do it is if she uses digital ID. So I kept saying, no, we're not using this, because the second line of the legislation says digital ID is voluntary. How can it be voluntary when they tell us that there's no other way to do it unless we do their digital ID? So when we have children who are under 16, yes, I can see why they want to do this. But my secret agenda spidey senses come in. Why do they want to do this now, straight after the digital ID bill just got passed? Is because now this is their lawful way of mandatorily getting everyone's digital ID without it being voluntary. Let me explain. I'm now 58 years old. So if I join X or Truth Social, or Instagram, or any of the other social media outlets out there, because I'm only on Facebook. So I'm 58 years old. And if I join X right now today, how do I prove my age and that I'm not under 16 unless I give them my driver's license, passport, or any other documented with the government online through digital ID, verified details of who I am? So this is not just for the under 16-year-olds. This will enforce every single Australian to use digital ID. So guess who's signing up to X virtually this week before this bill gets passed? I am, because I don't want the government knowing everything I do, because I believe in free will. I don't believe in stereotyping people. Just because I was in a car accident 10 years ago, now I'm surmising here, this is an example. Let's just say I had 6 car accidents 10 years ago. Now, with this digital ID bill, where they stereotype, they can look at my past driver history and say, oh, we're going to put all these conditions on your license because you're a driving hazard. Now, I don't care what I went through 10 years ago. This is just an example, right? But let's just say 10 years ago, I was going through a really bad divorce. I had a really lot of issues. and bad things just happen to me, boom, 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 boom. Now I've sorted myself out, moved, and I'm in a much happier space, so I drive better and I don't cause accidents. People just don't randomly hit me. So how can the government now say, hey, you know what? You're not that stereotypical person that you were 10 years ago. They don't. Whatever we were in our past, they still believe that it's real today. So then this is where we go into like the jail systems where we rehabilitate. Yes? So this is virtually where they say there's no rehabilitation. Everybody is going to be the exact person that they were 20 years ago. Now, I can tell you, I know a person, when they were 14, they got into a lot of trouble. They were living on the street because their parents kicked them out. They got into cocaine. They were dealers. They went into jail a few times. But by the time that they were 20, they got out, they met someone, and they had a couple of kids, and they had a great life. They're now 60 years old. And in my world, I want to look at them, who they are and what they've turned into. Whereas the government, through this digital ID, they're going to look at who that person was at 14 and judge them still for that. That's my own opinion. And that's why it's not going to work. And that's why I won't enforce it and I won't use it. So I'm probably going to join up to X this week, just so I do have other socials. And I'm also going to get my daughter on there or wherever else she wants to go in the future. So it's set up now before they enforce this bloody digital ID bill, because it's horrible what they're doing to us. So, Peter Ellis, I know that you're in Australia. What are your thoughts? Please email me. So it's a private chat, Peter. Tell me what your thoughts are. Okay, so let's go to your question. Hello, Lynda. Can you please tell me if my parents, particularly my father, is angry with me and my development spiritually? Okay, Peter. Let me just have a glass of water. First thing I'm going to say is I never read for other people without their consent. Your father probably won't, just by what I'm reading. So what does this mean? It means that your dad has got a preconceived, here we go with this stereotypical. Now I know why I was just talking about it all. Your dad has got this preconceived stereotypical ideal of who you should be based on who you were as a child, just like the government that I was just talking about. But the problem is that we do have the capacity to change. We have the capacity to be whoever the hell we want through free will and consent. Your dad's not walking your shoes. Your dad's not the one understanding or wanting to understand who the hell you are becoming. Pardon me? Just like my own family. They can't handle the fact of me now talking to you. They don't want me online talking to other people because they don't believe in what I do. So, this is what I say. I tell people what they want to hear. It's awful. I learnt this with the police. I tell people what I want them to tell other people. And I'll be honest with you. I'm not going to say it's my mum because, hello, certain people in my family have threatened to sue me if I ever talk about my family. That's how bad they are, negative or whatever you want to call it. But at the end of the day, they can have their opinions. And when they try to control my own opinions, that's when I have an issue. That's when I say, thank you so much for having your opinion, but don't enforce it onto me. Okay? Same with the transgender woke business that's going on now. I don't care what you want to call yourself, but don't ask me to call you that. You know? I know a cat is a furry little feline that lives under my bed and goes to sleep all day. So if you want to call yourself a cat, I'm not going to respect that because in my philosophy, you were born as a human. So therefore, I'm going to call you the gender you were born as, which is generally female or male. So that's where I'm at. And at the end of the day, other people's opinions don't matter to me. This is where, Peter, you've got to make a big decision. How much information do you give to your dad? Don't talk to him about it. Because the more you do, the more it's going to anger, upset, and confuse him. Because he's not on the same path as you. And he doesn't have to be. He's got his own life to lead. He's got his own life lessons to learn. And maybe, just possibly, one of those lessons is not being ignorant to the ideals of others. So don't push it onto him, okay? Just allow him to have whatever preconceived, stereotypical thought he has of you. And at the end of the day, present yourself like that to him. Don't tell him what he doesn't want to hear. That's your free will, okay? My free will dealing with my family, I don't tell them what I do because I don't want the drama they will create when I tell them my truths. See what I mean? Living in our truth, empowering ourselves to be the best that we can be, will never happen if we are constantly thinking of being judged by others. Okay? When I was growing up, I was only like 8 years old because I was living in Victoria at that point. I remember coming out with this great line, and I still live by this great line. And this is regarding one of my sisters. A mighty oak will never flourish, will never grow, and will never become its full potential if it grows in the shadow of a willow tree. Think about it. You're the oak. I'm the oak. Everybody else watching me today are the oak trees. And we never grow and become our full potential if we've got a willow tree overbearing us and trying to control us. So think about that metaphor in your own life, guys, when we move forward. Because we're coming, we've just had Halloween, we've just had Thanksgiving if you're in America. Now we're coming up to Christmas. Look at the fights, look at the issues, look at all that judgment that we get from the rest of the family. I don't entertain it. Now, if you've been following my channel, I've been here for a few years. Do you ever hear me say that I go and see my family? I haven't seen my family for 15 years on Christmas Day. I think I've seen them twice. Do you know why? Because they don't ask me to go to what they do. Do I get offended by that? No. Do I ask myself why? No. Because at the end of the day, if I did go and see them, I come home feeling sick from their stress and drama. All they talk about is which doctors they're going to see next week, which vaccination they're going to have, and how their lives are going down the toilet. Why would I want to invest my energy into that? So I sit home and I do what Lynda needs to be done to make my own energy the 100% capacity of what it is. I look after me first. And that's where you are, Peter. And that's where everybody else is that's watching me today. That's where we all are at. So I prefer to talk to people on my own level, my own tribe, rather than my own family, who judge, misinterpret, and have their own jealousies or fears, which they can't express to me to try and work it out. And that's where your dad is, Peter. He doesn't want to sort it out within himself because he can't accept who you are, because the only one that he can accept is who you were, okay? I hope that helps, okay? So let's now go to Diana K. I got ripped into shreds by my narcissistic boss on Tuesday. Oh, Diana. I am so sorry for that. Boy, have I been there, done that. I'm so sorry that that happens to you at this time of the year. So let me just finish your comment, please, Diana. Still reeling from it. I'm looking for a new job because I can't deal with it. Should I stay with the same employer, different department, or go into a new company? Diana, I'm going to tell you, the issue with your boss is not with you. Look at the time of where we are. This is called the silly season for a reason. Your boss has been inundated with personal stuff going on that has now come and overflown into the workplace. If you did want to try, my suggestion would be to say, hey, can we have a private chat? Pull that person away and just say, you know what? That wasn't like you. What's going on? Do you need someone to talk to? Because you treated me with such awful disrespect that I'm about to leave this company where I'm an asset if you don't pull your ass out of your shoes. Do you hear what I just said? Oh my God. That wasn't me. That was her. Man, that's the truth though, isn't it? Her boss has got to pull their finger out. So, Diana, you've got a really big decision here. The issue is not you, darling. Let's just go there, just say that you have made a couple of mistakes at work. Guess what? That's lack of training and lack of support. So who's now responsible for that? Your boss. So if you want, you've got an option. This is where you can be an angel doing the angel's work. It's going to be hard because it's hard doing angel's work. You pull that boss away and you just kindly, sincerely, and with love, you say to them, I'm concerned about you because what you did to me on Tuesday was so not right. I feel like reporting you. Tell them, I'm going to report you. I'll make a criminal offence against you with the police for what happened. But I want to hear your side. Is there something you need help with? Can I help you? How can I be what you need at this point? Because there's something going on that you need to sort out. Perhaps you need a couple of days off work to go and sort out your own private stuff. That's what I'd be suggesting that you say to them. And it'll be hard because this boss is probably not going to listen and just turn it around and make it all your fault. So do I see you moving? Probably. Because if you were watching at the beginning of my show today, when I was talking about the T-shirt, because I'm wearing my Prometheus T-shirt today, we're now in a time where we've got to let go of those who are not going to help themselves. It is so devised. There is two separate entities now, those on the right and those who can't see what's right. I don't want to call them wrong. I don't want to call them negative. But for whatever reasons, they've got the hippocampus stuff going on because they're vaccinated, or they've got the early onset of dementia, or whatever it is, that are people getting angry, confused, acting like Karens. We can't support them now. They've made their decision. They've made their decision. The only person you can look after, Diana. The only person you can look after is you, darling girl. So I'm going to pull you a card. Stay or go. Let's go. Stay or go. Diana, stay or go. I know it's going to be go. She's telling me, yeah, it's go. But I just wanted confirmation with the cards. How awful is that? No one deserves to be treated with disrespect like that. Get evidence of it. That's my first suggestion. So if you do leave, you've got evidence. get emails, put it into writing. Why did you treat me like that on last Thursday? I don't deserve it. I'm a good worker here. I've done this, I've done that. So justify who you are as an employer. Put it all in writing so it's covered just in case they do turn even nastier. Oh my God. But sometimes it's easier to walk away than to face their issues. Wow. Where am I going? Okay. The card I got for you, Diana, is the 7 of Wands. Put that up there for you to have a look at. And here it is in my book, 7 of Wands. So let's have a look at what this card means. Your ideas or beliefs may be challenged. Gotta love it when I get the right card. Sufficiently for you to feel the need to defend your position. Now, I can't make this up. You saw me get the card. There it is, so you can read this yourself. While you may meet with opposition, the 7 of Wands indicates that you can win through in this situation and overcome any obstacles put before you. To do so, you need to remain calm, have confidence in yourself, and possess the courage to stand up for what you believe in. So the question is, you've got an avenue you can go down. It's your free will, Diana. Not everyone is as confident and open-mouthed as I am now. When I was working with the police and they were interrogating me for things that they were concocting that I was doing through their bullying and their harassment, I was a crying little blob of jelly on the ground. But if they put me into that same interrogation room today and were accusing me of all the stuff that they were doing back then, they couldn't understand because I was a psychic. How many times were you dealing with that person? And I'd say, I'd never seen him before. I had a dream about him. They couldn't believe it. So I was interrogated, put down. I was threatened to be thrown in jail for 20 years. Do you see me in jail for 20 years? No, because it was all fabricated lies from them. But at the end of the day, if I went back today in that same room, man, I would be like Donald Trump going in like the boss and saying, by the way, wow, times have changed for Lynda with who she is these days. So Diana, you may not be that inner strength person that I am now. And I hope to be, that I strive to be. Some of us do still have that hope that things just sort out. So it's your decision whether you leave or not. But ultimately, darling, I would suggest that you act like an angel. Be an angel. This is your opportunity where you could really help this person. Because that boss, he needs to be held accountable. And the only way he's going to be held accountable if someone complains about them. Go to HR and say, look, I've got a real issue with this guy. I think he's on the verge of having a breakdown. He needs some time off. See how that goes. Still look around for other jobs just in case they do say, oh, it's all your problem, you're getting fired. But then please get your evidence to support it so you can put in a Discrimination Act lawsuit. Because today's all about justice as well, okay? Today's justice. Coming up to Christmas, the next few weeks are going to be crazy because of the retrograde of Mercury again. No. My hair's going to go crazy fizz for the next few weeks because it always does in Mercury retrograde. But at the end of the day, you got to do what's right by Diana, okay? I love you. I support you whichever way you go. And sometimes it is easier for your own mental health to just run away. So I'm not going to tell you which way to go, but I've given you options because it has to be your free will of what you can live with. Looking back in 20 years, I don't want you to have regrets of what you did now. Okay, Mariana Ivanisevic. Hi, can I have a message, please? Oh, you can. Okay, well, guys, I am going to get off here soon. Okay. Yep. My daughter is home this weekend. She wants to go for a walk and it's raining. I love going for walks in the rain. It is so invigorating. Oh, I got your card. Okay. Mariana Ivanisevic, I think I pronounced that correctly. Please forgive me if I didn't. You got the Two of Swords. And the main thing with this card is, remember, the blinders are not stopping the choices that you make. Where you are going at this point, Mariana, is your decision. Take off the blinders and see things clearly for what they are. The grass on the other side of the fence is not always that green. So please research and look into all options that you're doing. If you find a cheap airline, if you're considering traveling, look around at all the different airlines because sometimes the cheapest version is not the best version to go with. That sort of thing. Take your blinders off and do your research. That's what I'm getting told. Okay. Denise White. Hello, gorgeous girl. How is B today? I'm going to do you a card. Okay. Oh, you got it. Oh, we got it. 9 of Cups. Denise White, there's your card for the day. Please go research what this one means for you, darling girl. Love you. So for those who didn't hear earlier, please know Christmas Day, I'm going to do a couple of free Zoom calls. Yay! I'm going to do a video probably in about 2 or 3 weeks. And I'm just going to say, I've set it up. Here's your Zoom link. If you're lonely, if you're alone, if you have nowhere to go, if you just want to have a chat with someone on Christmas Day, join me live. You come in so I can see you. You can see me. We have a chat. Other people will join as well because I usually get about 4 or 6 that pop in because we're not loners on Christmas. We're just alone on Christmas. So if you do have struggles or you're thinking, oh, nobody loves me, please know I do, okay? If you want to support my channel, please click my PayPal link. I have spots available this week if people do want readings. So if you want a reading from me, I don't charge. I just ask for a contribution through PayPal. So then we can organise a Zoom call for you, okay? Anna, dear Linda, may I please have the most important message at this time if you happen to have time? Thank you, Anna. I got yours. You got the 9 of Cups as well. Didn't that just come out? Am I having deja vu? 9 of Cups. So the most important message at all time for Anna. Let's have a look at the 9 of Cups. What is this message? 9 of Cups. Oh, it can represent emotional and material fulfillment, abundance, also sensual pleasures. Well, are you single or are you having that extra first date? It indicates you will feel very pleased. So, Anna, this is good news at this time of the year. Okay, always go with your heart. That's what I say to everybody. Always go with your heart. And that card was talking about your heart. Okay. All right, Colin M, thank you. Thank you, team, for the cards. Yes, thank you, because it's not just me. The Abacus 30, I'm looking at your Facebook page now, Linda, and it does not show anything since April 22. Well, I'm not too sure why. Maybe you've got to just become my friend. Okay. Okay, so let's go back into me on Facebook. La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. Where is it? Where am I? See, I only posted this one 11 hours ago. It says, thinking of taking a flu shot, read this first. So that's from 11 hours ago that I posted that. So maybe you've got to become my friend. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so let's just have a look. I do have some message requests. Okay, there you go. So send me a message on Messenger, become my friend, and then you should be able to go down my page and see everything I've got. Okay. All right. The Abacus 30, April 14. Yeah. Michelle K, hello, beautiful soul. Can I get 2 cards full? Thank you so much for asking for 2. Now, guys, I am about to get off here. If you want a private message, a private reading with me, please click on my PayPal and we can organise a Zoom for you. The thing is, anyone who does book a reading over the next 4 weeks with me, you get all 4 of my books for free, which is about $120 value, okay? If you bought them online, you get them as PDFs, and you can use something like Prestigo, where you drag the PDF into it, and then you can listen to my books like a tape recorder, pause, rewind, forward, all that sort of stuff. Okay. So if you do want a private reading, now is the time to do it when I give away freebies. Okay. I'm also doing the free Zoom calls on Christmas Day. Yay. We are not alone. We are not lonely. We are just having the opportunity to learn some more stuff on that day about ourselves, because that's where I'm at every Christmas. Okay. All right. So I'm thinking of Michelle K. Michelle K. Now, just remember, guys, if you're coming in late, just remember, I do promote this live at least 12 hours early. And if you have noticed, people comment early. So before I go live, I sit here and I pull all cards out for people. You're welcome to do that, because if you can't make it to the live, come back later and you can watch the first 15 minutes where I've pulled out your card. Okay? So today there was about 3, 6, 9, 12. There were 16 cards that I pulled out earlier today before I even started. So whenever they turn on their YouTube, they can watch my live at a later date when it's not live anymore, and they can just listen until they get my card pulled out, usually in the first 15 odd minutes after I say my morning little message of what's coming. Okay, so I'm still trying to get a card here for Michelle K. Come on. Michelle K. 1 card, please. Oh, it doesn't want to do it, so let me just connect with my card again. Love you, love you, love you, card. Love you. Michelle K. Michelle K. Oh, my goodness. Michelle K., what is going on with you, darling girl? If you do want to have a private chat with me, Michelle, please email me. My email is below, because when this happens, when I don't get cards, it means that there's something going on. Do you know what's going on? Oh, I've got a card, by the way. Oh, okay. Now let's just get your lovey-dovey card. Yeah, now I'm making you wait while I get this one now. Let me just connect with those again. Okay, thank you so much. Lovey-dovey cards. Come on. One for Michelle. One for Michelle, please. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Love would do small acts of kindness, Michelle. The more little good things that we do for other people, the good things do come back to us. It's called brownie points, and it's also called karma. And the card that I got for you, Michelle, is called the 4 of Cups. Please go and research what this card means, the 4 of Cups. Find the message that it means just for you. Okay? 4 of Cups, Michelle K. Okay. Wendy Wilder, I am going to do a card for you because I love your name. Wendy Wilder. Okay, let's just get the cards connected again. Okay, Wendy. Wendy Wilder. Love your name, by the way. Oh, that was your card, wasn't it? Oh, Wendy. Get excited. You know, if you were listening before when I was saying I've got like a top list of good cards in the tarot deck, one of those is the Wheel of Fortune, the Sun, and I said the World card, and the other one was all the aces, really good cards. So when we look at the aces, we've got to look at the Ace of Cups, Pentacles, Wands, and Swords. Swords always means fighting, conflicts. Pentacles is earth, so it's all about what we need to survive. Wands is different again, but it's not the best one, because the best one is actually cups. The cups is always things that we fill ourselves with. You got the Ace of Cups, one of the best cards in the tarot deck. Please go research, Wendy Wilder. What does the Ace of Cups mean for you? I know it's good things coming. One, it's the ace, and two, it's the cups. Okay? Wow. Okay. Next one. Let's go. Message redacted. That's okay. James Cole, enjoy your coffee. Yep. Hey, it's all good, James. I love you. Okay. Wendy Wilder, hello. Yeah, I just gave you a card. Thank you. Barry, many thanks for the card. Appreciate it. It was the Knight of Cups. Just checked. Really strange. Last night I dreamt I was going to meet a beautiful woman. I'll let you know. Barry, I like having my little email interludes with people where people let me know things. Have you noticed that I don't have testimonies anywhere? I don't believe in promoting when I do good work. I let you guys be the judge of that. When I do my readings and people say to me, I saw your NDE, and out of all the 50,000 NDEs I've read or watched, yours is the one that I felt compelled to contact. That's my testimony enough there, because I do it from the heart. I do what I do for a reason, and the reason is always for you. I don't do what I'm doing for me. I wish right now, it's a rainy, wet day. I had a really big day yesterday. I had a late night. My daughter's here. Why aren't I outside watching a movie with her? I should be outside doing something with her. But no, because I should be here talking to you guys, making you feel important, making you realize that you are the most privileged and loved people on the planet is my mission. Okay? I love yous all. Alrighty. So let me just keep going down. Okay, Miss J would like a card. Oh my God, look at it. It's coming up to 11 o'clock. Wow. I was really trying to get off here half an hour ago so I could go and spend some time with my daughter today. Oh, yeah. But you know what? You guys are more important some days. All right, here we go. Okay. Oh, the first one that fell to the floor. Oh my God. This is testimony, guys, that we are in that top 5 of the cards. Remember the top 5 cards that I've been talking about today? We've got the World, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, we've got all the aces, Oh my God. Miss J, you got the Wheel of Fortune card. Whatever you decide you want to do, be very clear. Take away all your negative thoughts, because whatever you put on that wheel of fortune, you spin that wheel and it lands on your desire of what you want to become. So this is your chance now to do all your affirmations, meditate about what it is that you want in your life, think clearly about where you want to be in your future, because now is the energy to make it happen. I love that card and I'm thankful that you got it. Okay. All right, Miss J. It's that Aussie chick. Thank you so much for another start to our day. Yes, you're gorgeous. I love you. James Cole, thank you. 4 a.m. here. Oh, my God. Shan L, hello. The Hammer Bammers. Sorry, I'm just catching up. It's either your clutch not engaging properly, first off, Linda. If it wasn't doing that initially and you've paid for a new transmission, they didn't install it properly. I hear you. Chanel, I'd like a card, please. Thank you very much. Okay, well, guys, this is going to be my last one for the day. If you do want a private reading, please email me. Easiest way to get a reading from me. Here we go. Make a contribution through PayPal. Then email me. My email is below with all my links. Email me. Tell me how much you've paid so I know it's you. Okay, I asked for like a screenshot or something, so please do that so I know. And also let me know where you are. Please Google what is the local time in Brisbane, Australia. because then you can work out the time zones, okay? Right now, I'm 17 hours behind LA or ahead of LA. I'm about 9 or 10 hours ahead of the UK, okay? If you're over New York way, I think you're about 14 hours behind me. So right now it's about 8 o'clock at night over there. So work out your time zones, because that does help getting you booked in faster. Okay, so then I can come back and say, hey, I've got these spots available. Which one do you prefer? When you reply with your spot, I send you a Zoom link, and it's really easy. I've got heaps of spots this week. Oh, we've got the Lovers card again. So where am I? Chanel. You going out with the bang, darling girl. Last card for the day is the Lovers card. And maybe that's the message that we need to hear today, guys. Because guess why? We are now in this part of the world, this part of the evolution, where it's now time to let go of those who are not going to ascend with us. It's not that we don't care. It's not that we don't feel compassion for them, but we can't change who they are or what they are because of free will and consent. They've made their choices. They've made their beds, and now it's time to let them sleep in it. We who want to progress, become more spiritual, entitled, nano, soul-searching warriors, we're on this quest for advancement. And it's time now to let go of the things and the people in our lives that don't serve us anymore. It's unfortunate, but it's not. Everybody has their free will and consent. Everybody has their own life path. So it's when we understand that whoever's doing whatever it is that we don't understand, we don't need to understand. Only they do. So this is a time to really look at who you are and where you're going. Be careful. And as Barry says, have a great week. Take care. Nanu. I'll be here, same time. Oops. Hey, Colin, read the Hammer Bammers and your car transmission. Ford may need to do a resynchronization to the computers. Strongly suggest this when you ring them up to book it in. Please. Yeah, I know. They're a pain in the butt. I would just wish that I could just get the money to buy a new car and just get away from Ford. Seriously. I was in the class action, I will be admitting, but I have shown the email that I just got. The stupid, corrupt Australian government has just overturned the appeal, which means they're not being accountable for what they've done. Every other country has paid out to those who got the dud Fords. But Australia, in all our righteous communist bloody thinking, has decided not to pay out. That says a couple of things about Australia. 5 countries that I know of have paid out for the Ford class action. Not Australia. Anyway, not going to say anything about my homeland. I'm a patriot. I've got to be nanu. Who am I a patriot to? Today I think I'm going to be a patriot to what is outside this 3-dimensional box. So I'm going to go spend some time with my daughter. You guys all have a lovely day. Renee Martin, thank you so much for being here. Love you all. I'll be here, same bat time, same bat channel next week, 9 a.m. Brisbane time. If you do want a private reading, please book. I do have spots available. I can fit you in this week. Okay? Love you all. Take care, and I'll talk soon. Bye.